What's up, Warrior fans? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Warrior Rewind. I'm Natalie Winters.
And I'm Daniel Malquez-Mal. This week we've got some nail-biter games, exclusive interviews, and fantastic finishes.
All right, guys, we'll start off with the Warrior golf team. They headed out to San Bernardino last Tuesday for the Coyote Classic.
Men's soccer held their first regular season home game last Thursday night. The Warriors faced off against Northwest Nazarene from Idaho, but could not compete offensively. The visiting team scored twice on goalkeeper Clint Long and walked away with a 2-0 victory. But the men's team redeemed themselves on Saturday night when they faced Notre Dame de Namur. While Brady Taylor set up the shot for Manny Villegas in the 71st minute, who knocked the ball in off a defender. Let's hear from Manny about the goal.
Everything just went kind of slow. I just remember the ball going up, and then our forward, how he's big and strong, Hoser, he went and out-bodied the goalie, and it just bounced there, and I kind of just knocked it in. Everything just went by too slow, but very happy.
It was definitely pretty intense. Well, the Warriors went on to shut out the Argonauts 1-0, and they will travel up north to face Simpson University on Tuesday.
The men's offense came back to life and scored over 70 points for the first time in 10 games on Friday, and then scored over 80 points on Saturday in the game against Cal State East Bay. The Warriors did not disappoint with a 77-63 victory. 4 of the 7 seniors put double digits on the board, led by Chris Reed with 19 points, Wes Bartol and Rob Walters with a double-double, and Tyler Barber with 11 points.
As expected, the women's soccer team came back hot. They started their regular season on the road facing Cal Baptist University in Riverside, where they took the win in double overtime. Sophomore Michaela Clifford scored twice to tie the game each time Baptist took the lead. But it was starting freshman Jade Poon that scored the goal in overtime and gave the Warriors the win. Remember that name because Jade Poon came back on Saturday against Azusa Pacific and scored another goal 14 seconds into the match. In the second half, Kristen Coleman scored an insurance goal, and the Warriors went undefeated on their road trip, shutting out Azusa Pacific 2-0. The women's soccer team had their first home game on Monday at noon. Despite Central Washington scoring first, the Warriors came back to outshoot Washington 19-7 and won with the final score of 6-1. Leah Guerrero had a chance to catch up with freshman Jade Poon after the game. Jade Poon is definitely a name you will be hearing quite often, as we're only 3 games into the season and Jade has 5 goals as a freshman already.
Yeah, she's a freshman phenom, Natalie. She is very impressive on that field. She even showed up to one of the games 24 minutes late from class and still ended up with a field goal. She's like a microwave. She just gets hot quick. She heats up.
Yeah, definitely respectable. Coming into a game late because of class and still having your mind in the right spot, it's pretty impressive. So.
I want to read what she's reading. You know what I mean?
All right, Warrior fans, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this week's episode of Warrior Rewind. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, County. Well, that's going to wrap up this week of Warrior Rewind. Be sure to check us out next week. Like our Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. We're out there, Warriors. We'll see you next time.